for that.
All right, let's see what I got. Ooh.
Gives me a leg up in the beginning.
One of my favorites from the old, one of my favorites from the new.
Well, I guess we have a winner. Let's just
no. These are just because they're my favorites. Does not mean that I think they are the best in class corps, the strongest. They're my favorites to play.
Don't worry, I'm just kidding. It's just I don't know if any of you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh.
I've heard of it. I've never played it.
These days, most Yu-Gi-Oh players, they basically draw their starting hand, show it to each other, and decide who would win first, and then take a new game. I've seen how the game is right now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you can win turn 2, I can win turn 3. Next game.
Oh.
That's how they play these days. It's really not that fun. Okay, that changes things. Because then I might want this and this.
Alright, what's my starting hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know which ones I'm taking. Yeah, okay. No.
I feel like I have to.
Yes.
That point where your starting 10 cards are so bad that you feel like you have to buy something just to have something. That's the problem I'm in right now. I guess it could be worse.
I mean, that's a really late gamer, though.
Oh, by the way, thank you for the key, Pinstar.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the developer says like, oh, you're a YouTuber. Here's 10 keys. Give them out. So enjoy. Now the one caveat is that those keys are not the full game. Like it gives you access to the beta, but when the beta's over and done with and the game actually comes out, you won't be holding a playable copy of the game.
I should probably mention that to my girlfriend because she was beyond herself. Because she really wants that game.
It looks neat.
Somebody let me borrow their Oculus and for VR headset. And that has really been useful for helping me see that I really wanted to use it.
See, I cannot do VR.
Really?
I've tried it. For me, VR stands for vomit reflex. It does not. My stomach does not enjoy VR. To say
what did you try? I think it depends on the game.
Whatever.
It wasn't even like it was years ago. It was like some tech demo where like you would fly outside a building and then you'd grab a ball and then move the ball over. I mean, it was VR in its infancy, admittedly.
Right.
But it was still VR, and I was like, oh, no thank you.
That reminds me of the first time I tried VR. That's probably 20 years ago.
Well, I can tell you that Beat Saber, which is a rhythm and
I've heard of Beat Saber
with lightsabers, is really, really fun. But when I tried to do the roller coaster, that was how I felt. I felt ill for half an hour after watching the VR for 30 seconds.
I have a friend who has a VR headset, and if he doesn't use it for over a month, he needs to spend about a day to get used to again, or he gets sick. Ugh. Where he is in like 10 minutes at a time to, reacquaint his brain to it. Might be something with you too, that you just have to take, very short sessions in succession to, get used to it.
Now, I've dealt with some of this with computer vision with some of my coursework, and the stereoscopic view depends on you having a distance between your pupils within a certain range. Mm-hmm. If you're out of range of where it thinks you ought to be, if your eyes are wider or narrower than what it is expecting, that can lead to headaches, vertigo, all sorts of things. So it was a big problem with early technology. It's better now, but if it still comes up if the distance between your pupils is unusually wide or narrow.
Yeah. But yeah, back when I tried VR for the first time, I think it was in 2000. It feels about right. It was where you stood in this minecart-looking thing, and then you got this headset on, and then you basically went through this minecart kind of thing where you moving made the minecart tip to the sides and stuff like that.
Oh,
and then you had to dodge bats and stuff like that. And I just remember back when I tried that over 20 years ago, I told everyone, this is gonna be a thing. And everyone told me, no, it's not.
You know what that reminds me of? There's an old game show in the U.S. called Nick Arcade, which was basically like it was like a trivia show, but then in between rounds, you had to play a video game, and one of them was this like kind of cheesy where people were in a mine cart, quote unquote, against like a projected screen, and they had to reach out and tilt back and forth. But this was like this was back in the 90s, like long before VR, like proper VR was a thing at all.
I also once tried an original Visual Boy Advance. That was Visual Boy. That was weird.
We had a Blockbuster Video, and they had a Virtual Boy on display, and I was a frequent flyer of that thing. I'm like, ooh, what's this? And I played like one round of Virtual Mario Tennis, and I was like, I'm a teenager at this point, and already I think I feel like I need glasses after that.
But yeah.
I get that.
I just remember back then I spent a year or two saying if I ever have enough money to invest in VR, I'm gonna do that because it's so much gonna be the gaming thing in the future, and no one wanted to believe me.
Well, see, that's the thing.
It's just gonna be, one of those 24-hour flies things that's just gonna die out, and it did for a while.
I don't think it's going to be the gaming thing. I think it is going to be a gaming thing. Like it is a facet of gaming that some people enjoy, some people don't.
Yeah.
That is certainly part of the broader spectrum of what one would call gaming. But it is not like all these flat monitors games. These are all going to be obsolete in 5 years. So why let's all stop developing those.
That seems like a strong start. I'm not gonna have a strong start.
What did you start off with?
An asteroid. A very big one.
I already got the heat bump, too. Oh, yeah, what is everyone? So you're Beginner Corp, you're Robinson, I'm Luna, and you are Jettstream.
Valley Trust.
Valley Trust.
Valley Trust.
Yeah. Point Luna is my most favorite corp of all of them. Tharsis is good, but I think Point Luna is even better.
Yeah,
The problem was I had Valley Trust or Inventrix.
Oh, I don't blame you.
So it was science or better science.
Yeah. Man, what do I start with?
I had Robinson or Cinematics.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
I was like, do I go Beginner Corp here? I might go Beginner. And I was like, no.
Yeah, you mentioned you didn't like Robinson before, which I disagree with. Robinson I would have gladly taken in.
Well, this map in particular is the one where Robinson has the most chance to shine because of the generalist milestone.
Yes, indeed.
I mean,
of course, I didn't get any production.
Robinson feels like an underdoggy catch-up one. But it can really just spin out of control if you know how to use them correctly.
Yeah, you got to plan your moves ahead of time.
Yeah. But it is basically where if you fall behind, you have an easier time, getting up there. And if you just keep your other productions decently high, you can just keep pretty cheaply getting energy production to, play things that cost you energy. I think that's what it's best for. Just spamming out cities that costs energy.
Yeah. I tend to do final energy anyway, though. I tend to high value energy production more than most.
So my first action is gonna be forced to get another prelude, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Depending on what I get.
Well, I mean, there are a couple of duds, but...
I think I already had to choose between those.
Well, then they're out of the way for you.
I didn't realize there were cards that could give you more preludes, so that's really cool.
Well, that's the corp ability for Valley Trust.
Oh.
He gets a third prelude as his first forced corp action.
Okay.
Okay, this is a weird choice. Early settlement, power generation, or biofuels.
Hey, I can't advise you one way or the other based on what your what's in your hand.
We view game state. I just need to look at my cards in hand. Oh, I can't look at my cards in hand? That's annoying.
That is weird.
I can't look at my cards in my hand because I'm being forced to do the prelude thing right now.
You can, you view game state, click on a different corporation, and then back on your own corporation.
Oh yeah, that can unlock it.
Oh, it was because it was looking at you, Dana, even though it was saying I was looking at myself. Like, oh, you're looking at Dana, but you're looking at yourself. Have fun with that.
You can't look at my hand. Not allowed.
Oh. Oh. I just saw what cards I got from my prelude. Okay, that's strong. Okay. That changes things. Changes a lot of things. No. Okay, I already chose a prelude and it's not gonna let me cancel that apparently.
You should be able to click it to unselect it, but I don't know. The dialogue might be a bit different.
Yeah, no, it's not letting me choose another prelude. Oh, it's okay. I can deal with that. What do I want then? That costs that, that costs that. Guess I'm just gonna build there. Why not?
Am I the only one on multiple monitors here?
Nope, I'm on. I've got 3 of them.
Same here. One is turned off right now, though.
I have monitor envy. I only have 1.
Okay, that's gonna be a problem at this junction. So I'm just gonna play that. That research card I got for free, and it was even cheaper to play. That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, now I'm even more sad that I actually picked another prelude. I should have gone for the power generation.
The ones that I didn't pick of my 2 were, one was play a card ignoring its requirements. Of course, I didn't have any cards with requirements.
Mm-hmm.
And the other was another one that reduced my starting income.
Oh yeah, there's
So I was like, do I take a pile of metal or something that reduces the starting income or something else that reduces my starting income?
Yeah.
Or something I can't use?
I will say the best game I've ever had was basically, Faux Block with Wasa.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And then the industrial forges, the ones that gives you like +4 and +2 and plus production and stuff like that. It's just so strong. I remember playing Soletta on my first round.
That's always fun. That's like the dream first turn if you're playing Hellion.
Yeah.
Because that's like 7 income per turn in the early game.
I was playing against Hellion, and I still won, and I won the heat game because of it. Because 7 heat as full block is still pretty good. And yeah.
Thank you for not flooding me.
You're welcome.
And then the second card I played that round was just 1+1 heat.
Ooh, okay.
Micro mills.
Jovians. Dana's got a Jovian collector.
Yeah. Well.
And my income is back to nothing.
Why do I feel so behind already? I mean, I don't feel like my start is bad. I just made a bad decision.
No, you have a lot of money. Still.
Sorry if I take a little bit of time with my...
That's alright.
I just have a lot of calculations I have to do.
Take as long as you need.
To figure out how to actually do what I do,
Yup. He's all good.
Being optimized is a pain. Trying to optimize is a pain. Actually, what are the milestones even?
Yeah, whole new milestones, whole new award set.
Right. Changes that.
This is the map that I've played the least.
Yeah, same here.
That would make sense.
And also
I'd say
take note of the awards, which are different. The awards are a little bit more, or at least a couple of them are a little bit more geographically sensitive. Like there's one for being next to the most water. There's one for having the most stuff in the southern half of the board.
All right. I was just looking at saying, hey, how can I play this card? And it's because I couldn't. I was just in view game state. Since someone was so kind to raise the temperature enough for it.
You're welcome.
Let's have some lichen. I'm liking that. Felt like a very short. I mean, we've already been pretty busy on Mars, considering we're in Gen 1.
It's true. Just making sure I'm not leaving any actions on the table.
What can I do with 2 mega credits? Absolutely everything.
Rub them together.
Yeah.
Make them multiply?
Or if you rub them together fast enough, maybe you'll get a point of heat out of them.
I tried and they just disappeared on me. Oh well. They were void money. They were void.
Alright, let the drafting begin. Yes.
As long as you guys don't draft the same way as some people I've played Magic with in the past, I'm all right with that. Where people hate to draft. They don't even draft for a good game for themselves. They just hate draft.
Well, see, there's a couple of different definitions in my mind of hate drafting. Hate drafting just to specific, like picking things to the detriment of yourself just to screw somebody over, that's not fun. But if the 4 choices that you have suck for you, but one of those choices is really good for one of your opponents, then draft that just so they can't have it.
Normally I don't call that hate drafting, I call it strategic drafting.
All right.
because you're not doing it to be spiteful or anything.
No,
you're just doing
no.
it strategically.
In that case, I am a big subscriber of strategic drafting, but I'm not going to draft and hurt myself just to screw somebody else over, unless they're like running away with the game.
In Magic, there is something that is also called value drafting, where people only pick the most expensive cards so they can resell them.
Yeah. I'm glad I got out of Magic.
They're not even in it to win the tournament. They don't care about that. Ooh, what do I want that?
I kind of want that.
Oh yes, I so much want that. Thank you for giving it to me, whoever you are.
What was it?
I think it's probably me.
Mass converter?
Oh, nope.
It wasn't me. It must have been Pinstar.
That was
I
me.
mean, I am a science.
Yeah. See, I don't. I have some science. I don't have all of the science.
Yay,
I'm just gonna draft for science, I think, because I just need the energy more than anything. Half my hand costs energy to play.
Do I want to?
I know that might be, telling my hand, but I don't mind. It's just a friendly game anyway.
Yeah.
Because I've had people point out why I talk about my hand and stuff like that in some of the videos before we've played with Terraforming Mars. Why I tell people what I have and stuff like that. I'm like, because I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me.
Thank you, whoever gave me Media Group, by the way.
I just like talking about what I do and
Yeah.
Yeah.
strategize. And
Always good to have good commentary.
And sometimes I just throw out, fake news about what I have.
Yeah. That's one way you can spin it in your advantage.
I am usually pretty good at playing card games because I don't have a tell. Or, well, I manipulate my tell. I usually win card games not because I have a good game. I just make people make mistakes.
So what you're saying is all of your woe about your starting hand is just a big rope-a-dope that you're setting us up for.
Or is it? You can't know until the game is over.
That's true.
Usually when I play card game, I'm more like, I don't play the game as much as I play the players.
Dana got that card.
Well, I feel enhanced.
Let's see.
My virus need enhancement.
Well, just don't go viral with it.
Now, order of operations.
As a content creator, I don't want viral enhancers because that can just spin out of control. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Ooh, wow, that was an awesome free card. Okay.
Oh. When did I get... I keep having things in my hand. I don't know where it came from. Well, someone has a lot of unused materials.
Assuming you don't mean me. I don't have hardly anything.
Oh, I just looking at the industrialist, and Pin has 8 unused steel and energy.
That's not me. That's Dana.
Oh, sorry. The thing is, when green and blue gets mixed up when you have it behind a window.
Hey. Yeah, I got neither of those.
So
my prelude card was 8 steel. I have
I
not yet been able to use.
I need help from you guys for something. So I have the robotic workforce
Okay.
card. And if I choose to copy a building tag, it says copy a building, right?
So
copy a production box of one of your building cards. It's just you just choose one box of anything that has the building tag, right?
Right. Well, and basically you have to do the whole production box. So I'm looking at your cards played, Jettstream. Your only candidate right now is
would be Coppola City, right?
And which would give you another 3 income, but you would also have to pay an extra energy in order to play Robotic
I just
Workforce.
wanted to be sure about that because I completely forgot how that worked. It's not that I was gonna play it right now.
Yeah, no, it's I'm
it
happy.
will not copy. It will not let you play a tile.
Right.
That is not considered part of the production box. And I think, although I'm not 100% on this, I think it will let you copy a Preludes card that has a box. So you copy your Martian Industries or Early Settlement.
That's true.
I think.
Well, I mean, that I am not 100% on.
Yeah, I could test it, but I could also, not. I think I'm just gonna play something else. What do I want then? Sure, that's a science tag, so that's very cheap.
Oh yeah, you get discount science.
Yeah. Search for Life cost me 1 to play.
Nice.
Did you find life?
Let's see.
You haven't played it yet.
I just played it. I just now used it, and I did.
Seriously?
Yep.
Turn 1, turn... For Pete's sake.
I was going to tell Dana that's my least favorite card. Well, he knows that.
I usually never get anything out of it. I have to throw,
Yep. Yeah, that's...
what do you call it? I have to throw meteorites at it to give it resources. But sometimes
By the way,
I always amuse it like, search for life. What do you find? Grizzly bears. Well, that's not life.
I think you're searching for ancient life.
Yeah, I know. It's just the wording of it.
I mean, you didn't find any life on the bear.
By the way, an important thing to note about Search for Life. It gains a science resource if you find life, and it says if you have any science tags or any science resources on this card, it is worth 3 points.
Yeah.
You don't get one
Not
per.
Nope. I know.
So CEO's favorite project or whatever they call it is not. I forgot about that fact before when I was originally doing this. When I was doing my one episode of that, and I took it a while back.
But there is another card that can use science resources from other cards.
I don't know about that.
It's from the newest expansion.
Oh, and okay.
The one with politics.
Okay.
Which
I
is
haven't
actually
seen the electronic version.
The politics expansion is actually kind of funny. It adds a pretty interesting twist to the game.
Yeah, with the future events and everything.
Yeah. I played it with someone who has the complete collector's 3D printed box.
Uh-huh.
And it's like probably 1 by 1 meter on each. It's a 1 by 1 by 1 cube filled with 3D printed tiles for everything.
Yeah, I actually have it as well. But since the pandemic started, I haven't played Terraforming Mars in person.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I have never played any of the non-electronic updates, so I'm not familiar with those.
We have to remedy that, Pinstar. Come to Denmark and we'll play.
Well, if I hit it big, sure.
If you ever find yourself in Denmark, hit me up.
Okay.
Same way
I will
if
absolutely.
I'm ever on the East Coast, if I'm ever in the East Coast of America, I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
If you guys feel like coming to Cincinnati, Ohio, come anytime.
I will say, though, I do not really feel like going to America, period.
I don't blame you, honestly.
I'm pretty comfortable where I am. Thank you.
Isn't it a bit warm?
I mean, what do you think we have open windows and fans for?
I actually have not been keeping up on my news lately, but I had read something about there being a massive heat wave going through Northern Europe, so I wasn't
It's
sure.
not that bad. We are averaging on 29, 30 Celsius right now.
It's not terrible.
It's pretty
No.
warm.
It is, but it's not. The humidity is only about 40, 49%. It's not that bad. You always have to take the humidity into relation. Though we did have a few days where we had about 32 Celsius with a humidity of 100% during between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. That was yeah. You wouldn't even sleep with a bed sheet over you because you'd just melt.
So you're saying it's a dry heat.
This is a drier heat than usual. It's not. I completely forget words sometimes. English is hard, guys. You know, the middle of Earth, the thickest part of Earth. What do you call that again?
The core?
The equator?
The equator.
Okay.
Equatorial heat is something completely different. I wouldn't want my greatest enemy to try that because I've been in it. Living on a pretty small island in the middle of the ocean with equatorial heat is no joke. And we weren't even at the equator. We were pretty decently close. It was the Canary Islands. But because it's an island, a pretty small one, the humidity is extremely high most of the time. There is a cure to, dealing with it though, and that's very hot showers in the morning. Because it raises the surface temperature of your skin, so when you get out in the heat, your skin is actually warmer than the heat is, so the heat will cool you down and level out your skin temperature so you won't sweat as much. If you ever go to a very warm place, that's a good way to prevent sweating.
Good to know. Good to know.
And drinking hot beverages in the morning also helps. To lower your core temperature. That works everywhere. And cold drinks help raise your body temperature in the winter.
Seems a little bit counterintuitive.
It does, doesn't it? But that's how it works. I think... Oh, I can't do that. Never mind, I don't think.
I try not to.
I was going to do something and realized I didn't have the resource.
You'll note I've played exactly one card this generation and then passed.
Yeah, I don't know if you were slow playing or if you were just saving up for big ticket items.
Oh, it seems like he was
I have
heavy
$2.
playing.
You have $2.
Not slow playing, heavy playing.
You played a big card.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
like he's going Jovian hunting is what he's doing.
He's a big leaguer.
I have really bad cards right now.
I'm a little bit sad that we don't have the Scientist Award in this.
Yeah.
'Cause I have a lot of science tags. But, well... I do find going a science game is kind of fun, if you can do it.
Oh yeah, science rolls into itself. Like there's so many things.
It doesn't necessarily mean you win, but it's fun. Because it gives you a lot of fun cards to play.
And it's such a flex when you get to play anti-grav tech.
Yeah. I mean, I already have enough science tags on my hand to play the mass converter.
Yeah, my best game ever was a turn 3 anti-grav, which followed a turn 1 Earth Catapult and turn 2 Research City.
Okay, I just want to know who gets the tardigrades, because I'm sending tardigrades to someone.
You'll hear it if I get them. I have my signature battle cry for them.
Yep. Mispronouncing them.
Oh yeah, no, that's part of the equation.
I realized the
I
first
wouldn't
time,
have it any other way.
First time I heard you say it, I was like, he's saying it wrong. Probably on purpose. I mean, tardigrades is good, but I wouldn't take it in Gen 3.
Yeah.
I'm getting hard choices. I don't want to do any of them.
Yeah, that works.
It wasn't me. I did not get tardigrades.
Wasn't me.
I got tardigrades, but I passed them on. So somebody else is going to get tardigrades.
Retarded grades.
No.
Retarded grades. Fun. Oh, I can't choose. They are all equally good and bad at the same time.
That's hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, they don't do much, but they do equally the same, technically speaking. I guess that one is so far in the future it doesn't make any sense, and that one, yeah, let's just go. So Angela gave me these things and I don't know what to pick. Why do you do this to me, Angela?
Just looking out for you.
You're evil. They are equally good and bad. Won't you agree?
I was looking for a particular thing, so as soon as I saw something...
I'm guessing that. But it's Tropical Resort and Lunar Beam.
I wouldn't mind a lunar beam, but it did not pass by my gaze. Otherwise, I would have grabbed it.
Yeah, that's because I am actually drafting towards you right now.
I see. I mean, it makes sense. Point Luna. It's like our signature thing.
Yeah, Lunar Beam and Tropical Resort in the end yields you 2 power and 1 mega credit production in overall and 2 points for 26, which is pretty good. But I'm gonna say, if you want Lunar Beam, you're not getting it. But yeah, depending on what you need, they are equally good and bad.
I needed something that would give me a tile on the board.
I just need science. Please don't hate draft science towards me if you see one. Unless you actually need it.
I'm just checking something here.
I could do that.
For Pete's sake. Really?
I do need... No, I don't need it.
Alright, let's be sensible.
I'm also trying to be sensible.
It pains me.
Should I get Lunar Beam just to shove it in someone's face?
I did not get Luna Beam.
No, I know. I might, buy it, play it, and just because you can't. But no, I'm just taking this one. I need to save money. I mean, I'm not rich like you guys. All I have going for me right now is plant production.
Did somebody really need to... Oh, sorry, never mind. I was looking at somebody else's. Like, somebody stole something from me.
No. What's in it for me?
But I was looking at somebody else's.
Will you bake me a pie?
I have this mix that makes really good banana muffins.
No sugar.
I use Splenda.
In my family, we actually started switching out white sugar with brown sugar because it gives a better caramelized taste and everything. And I don't completely physically die from it because of my diabetes.
It's good to find substitutes. We usually use stevia.
Yeah, a problem with stevia for me is I actually react more heavily to stevia than I do to white sugar.
Huh.
And that's because white sugar is bleached. They bleach it white through chemical processes, which is, probably not that good. And wait, I already have. When did I hit 5 science tags? I thought I needed to play more.
Well, there you go.
I think I overdid it on science tags. I have like total with hand and in play 9 science tags right now.
There you go.
Well, I guess I'm playing this then. And then why can't I play you? Oh, because I can't afford you, is why. Well, that explains a lot, I think. And what else? What else? What left? That's 6. That. Oh, I can play all these? Well. I guess I'm playing this first. Why not? This is gonna be a very project generation for me.
Go for it.
Because I have a lot of cheap projects that I can play that gives me a heads up. Which is, nice. Anyway, have you guys had a nice week?
I have.
Been pretty good. Went to visit my brother earlier this week, who I only see about once a year.
Nice.
Yeah, if I want to visit my brother, I have to take 10 steps.
Yeah.
Nice.
I also made a deal with both my siblings today because they are both looking into moving soon-ish away from the house we live in right now. But I don't really have the money for a deposit for another apartment. So we agreed that if they want to move before I'm ready, they will have me move in with them without paying any rent, so I can save up. Which is, pretty nice of them.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's just, as long as I just pay for, partially utilities, then I can spend the rest on just saving up. So I can get out of their hair as quickly as possible. Though when I look at the rent that you guys pay in America in some places, I'm appalled.
Oh God, it's getting worse. Also, that is a really, really powerful financial district.
Hi, how you doing?
Really?
Seems like a good place for it.
I feel like I'm being screwed over. Just stop abusing my cities.
You weren't using it.
I needed the tiles for forests. I need my greens.
Eat your greens.
No, you can't make me.
But they're delicious.
I mean, you apparently
Plant
can't
an
make
ocean. I think somebody wants to plant an ocean.
I don't know. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think
How
you
about-
plant oceans.
How about floodplain an ocean?
I can. Oh, well, I guess you can plant an ocean, like mangrove. I guess that's planting one. because it goes into an ocean tile. But yeah, I just read that a lot of pretty small apartments in America and townhouses and stuff like that are like over $1,000.
So here's the problem. Here's why that's doing that. At the moment, multi-million and / billion-dollar corporations are going around and buying up every single family home and apartment they can. By basically, they're offering like 30% over the asking price of anything that hits the market, and that prevents anyone from really, like any legitimately middle-class family from getting into and owning a home, because the counter bids from these corporations you can't compete. And then they turn
Airbnbs and stuff like that.
They not just that, they rent them out. They are holding the properties and they rent them. It's like, no, you can't have this house for yourself, but you can pay me, $1,500 a month to live in this house.
Yeah, we technically have in the bigger cities the same problem in Denmark, where foreign people buy up apartments and stuff like that, and then rent them out for like 3 times the normal price, but they don't care if it's actually rented out. They just want the tax exemption from owning.
Ugh.
Now, the issue with the corporations buying here is actually sort of an exacerbation of an existing problem. So after the housing bubble popped in 2008, a lot of builders stopped building houses, or at least dramatically slowed. So there's been a demand for housing that keeps going, but the actual housing market is basically they were underbuilding what was necessary. They weren't building enough to keep up. And then in the last 2 years, we've had a series of natural disasters, whether it be wildfires out west, tornadoes through the Midwest. You've got your flooding and hurricanes.
You do know it's your turn, right?
Yeah, I went. It didn't go. Oh, I see. Sorry, it was waiting for me to click.
Oh, I like immigration shuttles. That's a good one.
Yep, that is a good one.
So all these things kind of have made housing more dear, and then with the shift of work away from of steel mining and lumbering, we've also now started to get a shortage of building materials, which means that building new houses is becoming more expensive.
Yep.
Even though there's more demand now and therefore more profit to be had, they're running into that. And there's also a concern about the number of people going into building is reduced. So we are over time losing our population of home builders, which is again going to make the problem extend longer.
In Denmark, they made a survey of all available housing in the entire country, and realized we don't have enough for everyone to actually have a home. With the influx of people from Ukraine and stuff like that. So what the government did was contacted a lot of companies that has the capacity to build houses and homes and stuff like that, and then made a deal with them to make them start building en masse, saying, we will give you some tax exceptions and stuff like that if you just build a lot for us. And we will make sure you can get, your materials cheaper, and you can have more jobs available and employ more people and stuff like that. And so we are going into a massive building spree in the next couple of 5 years or so. Which is, kind of the opposite of what most countries are doing. We also on a plan, right now 8-year plan on completely converting into green energy in the entire country and be completely self-sufficient on power.
I wish we would take some steps to that.
And it's been spurred on by what Russia has done.
Oh, of course. You don't want them
it
to...
would never have been done if Russia hadn't invaded Ukraine.
Well, yeah, that's had a lot of effects across the globe.
Yeah.
Man.
I just find it, kind of interesting that, like, we need to fix this, and then, like, they go way overboard. Because a lot of countries, they are trying to do short-term fixes that basically end up in screwing things up on the long term.
Yep.
And Denmark just decided, short-term, we're going to be okay. Let's focus on long-term. Which I'm amazed, because normally that's not how our politicians work.
Jettstream, I'm about to pass on something that you really want. I don't know if it's going to make it to you or if it's going in the other direction. But if you get it, you're welcome.
Last round was tardigrades. Yeah. Last time was tardigrades, and I passed to you, so you passed it to me.
Okay, well, I may have just doomed all of us.
I'm at least gonna draft it. I'm most likely also gonna want to play it, but I'm at least gonna draft it.
I'm intrigued.
The only reason I did that is there was something else that was much more valuable to me, but to me specifically.
I mean, I did just ask if you guys would at least not hate pick science.
Yeah, no. And I mean, if I had nothing else that was good, I would have taken that to keep it from you, but I actually legitimately had something good that was for me.
That would be a strategic pick, not a hate pick.
You're right.
I would like some science cards, but
I mean, what I was talking about, you have 2 science tags. That's more than enough.
I do. Hey, where'd this come from? Oh, advanced alloys. I just need one more.
Sorry about
One
that.
more science tag and I'll be happy.
Oh. I don't want that. What do I want
Oh, ask and I shall receive. Someone gave me a science tag.
that? Keep. Well, that was your significant other, I think. Or was it me? No, that was me. Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, I had no choice.
They say that all that Putin wants is a little piece. A little piece of Ukraine, a little piece of Latvia, a little piece of Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
And I don't think that's
a
a funny joke for Europeans, especially.
Yeah, I mean, I live in a country that is far enough away from Russia that it's not, an immediate danger, but it's still close enough that it technically is. Oh, someone didn't want Soletta.
I passed it.
I passed it.
I just didn't.
I mean,
that's a big price tag for someone other than Helliot. I mean, early game, if you have the titanium to cheat it out, then you're set on heat for the rest of the game. But it's a bit of an ask.
Stole one of my. Was it you, Jettstream, that stole my titanium production?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't even notice. I just wait a minute. I seem to be short something.
I had to. I was forced into this.
Sure.
I mean, it is the strategic thing to do because he's got Jovian multipliers. So
I had one Jovian card that gave me 2 titanium, and he took half of them.
It was strategic because he had the most.
Yeah, I took it because it also got my income back up to 0 at the time. But it was the only thing I did that round.
I mean, I was about to take it from Pin and then realized you had more.
Yeah, but you should always take it from Pin. He even has a milestone.
Yeah, who cares?
Just saying.
Who cares? I don't really subscribe to the bullying one person kind of deal.
You don't?
No. I do actually not. Wait, why
Okay.
can't I? Oh wait, I don't have 7 science tags in play? Something is wrong here. I guess I have to do
We all live for slightly longer.
Can I afford playing that, and then that, and then that? Technically, yeah. That would be 2. That was 2. That would cost me 12. That's 16. Okay, I can play all of those this round. Or do I want to play that instead? I hate choices. Oh, I'm just play this for 2. And then play this 12. And then, Dana, you will not be intrigued anymore because you'll see what it was.
Oh, anti-grav?
Yep.
Yep. I need all the science. There should be like a 12 science card.
Okay.
That just wins you the game.
That would be both the best. Actually, that would be kind of weird because like 9 times out of 10, it's a dead card. Like you get that in your draft, and I'm like, I have 2 science tags. I'm not even going to be able to get that. And then the one time you get it, it's like, welp, yeah, all I need is these cards, and we're good.
Or just be worth a massive load.
Oh yeah, no, it's just a big victory point bomb.
Like plus 10 or something.
Or like 1 victory point for every science tag you have.
Yeah, something like
which
that.
Which could make it scale rather nastily.
Yeah, but
yeah, there was a fan card that I thought was really cool. It required 8 science tags and gave you a discount on one on all future plays for every 2 science tags you have.
Ooh.
More science tags meant bigger discounts.
I found.
Yeah, that's really good.
I actually made a card, a fan card once that I thought could be kind of interesting, where it was worth 1 point, 2 points. No, sorry, 1 point for every 2 different tags you had. Called Diversified Ecology.
Cool.
I found it rather interesting because it kind of, told people that you could get a lot of victory points if you diversified your tags.
Give a little bit more worth to the wild card tag, too.
Yeah. And it was mentioned that every question mark tag that can count for anything counts as an individual in addition. So it counts outside of the normal tags.
Nice.
Just to make it more interesting to play the question mark tags.
I like the question mark tags anyway.
Yeah, but a lot of people just be like, I never need the question mark tags when I have them, and I don't have them when I need them. That reminds me, I should probably get back to working on some of my my personal board games again. I have a few in the making. One of them I've been working on for 15 years. I'm a slow burner.
Yeah. Well, some things take time.
Already...
Dang it! Yeah. I was hoping you didn't see that one.
I didn't. You were close, huh?
I was 1 behind you and was going to grab it this turn if you didn't.
Well, glad I grabbed it now then.
Oh, I was going to play that. I completely forgot about one of my cards. I'm a scatterbrain today. Is it worth playing this? I need to know what you got.
I have that, right? Yeah, I do. Okay.
Okay. Someone doesn't like space.
The Final Frontier?
I just realized one person doesn't have a single space tag.
Who is that?
You.
That's not for lack of trying.
One.
I mean, I would love for you to have one. Or multiple.
Somebody has the toll booth.
No.
Let me draft it then when it comes to my turn.
Okay, you can take it from my cold, dead hands.
I see.
Actually, can I pay... Okay, I can pay 2 for that. Damn it! I'm 1 credit short for playing both of the cards I want this turn. But then again, I don't want to really play that. So let's just build... I had the business contract card, but it's not really worth it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
And I did need 1 more credit this generation to play another card I want to play, so it works for...
Oh, I've skimmed before. I did that earlier this game, where I sold 2 cards just so that I could play my lava tube settlement a turn earlier.
At least I'm not the only one who hasn't done any terraforming score yet.
Speaking of,
Ah, the Rad Chem factory.
I have terraforming.
I got terraforming too.
I mean, you have 30.
31. Soon.
I want to join in on the fun. But it's gonna happen. Soon. Hopefully. I mean, unless someone stomps on my plants, I can make a forest next turn.
I made a forest with the power of science.
I think I passed that card.
It was very helpful. Thank you very much.
Oh well. Okay.
And thank you for attracting all of the cards that are played in between 2 of your cities that you don't want played in between 2 of your cities. Now that I know they're out of the deck, I was safe to play 2 of my cities.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So Dana has 3 space tags. Finn has 1. I'm on the scoreboard.
Oh.
I'm just glad I don't have to actually use the search for life anymore the rest of the game.
Yeah. That does get a little annoying sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
God, I had one game I was playing off camera where I had like 15 different items in the actions bar. And so, like, I was taking, like, my turns were forever, even though it was just against the AI. It was like, okay, it's your turn. Click, click. It's your turn. Click, click.
Yeah. I remember having a few games like that before where I just, did one thing and then passed turn until all my opponents were done, and then I just did everything.
Sometimes it's worth it to slow play it. Yes. Depending on what you're jockeying
sometimes
for.
I think it was like 17, 18, close to 20 actions I had. I had no victory points other than resources on cards. And it still won me, and that won me the game. That's all I had.
Nice.
Did any of you play anything that round? Play more space tags.
No, I got nothing.
I'm out of money.
I'm out of money too.
I passed.
I guess paying 2 mega credits to get 4 mega credit production right now is worth it.
The game is still young. Mega credit production's still pretty good.
Yeah, I just need the money, and 4 mega credit production is still worth it. Am I out of actions now? No, I'm out of money, so yes, I'm out of action.
There's the toll station.
Now you can play all your space tags, no problem.
Oh, I intend to.
Okay.
Because it won't help me anymore. I remember in the beginning when we didn't really probably know the rules, we played with toll stations, stuff like that, also working with things that came into play after it.
Oh, that'd be a nightmare to track. Ooh.
It just made it so much more powerful that it was just bonkers.
This is hard.
That's what she said.
It is what she said.
It is.
Yeah.
It is indeed what she said.
I think I'm going for this. It's, I guess, technically a hate draft, but it's also decently, maybe, possibly useful for me. I just don't want you guys to have it.
Hey,
Ooh, I also have Jovian tax. Oink.
Yeah, I'll take.
I have no idea where the game is right now, and it's enticing.
But are you having fun?
That is the
always
important
having fun.
question.
I always have fun, even when I don't. I'm gonna take that because I don't want someone to throw it at me.
Go with that.
And there's the pets.
I like the pets.
I do like the pets too.
Pets and
they are
then I
delicious.
had pets and predators once.
They would
And
be
he
a
didn't
little
realize
bit
he-
better a little bit earlier.
Yeah, true. But I've seen some games where there's a city building explosion in the late game, and you get like 1 million pets.
Yeah, my last game earlier today, Mars had so many cities on the planet you couldn't play one a
Yep.
single one more.
I had a game, it was a Tharsis game, where literally every tile was occupied, including the ocean tiles with non-ocean specials.
But yeah, in that game I had pets in play after the first city was put down.
Nice.
And
Hey,
I think it yielded
thank you.
me 11 points on pets. Was pretty bonkers. Bonkers is a good word.
All right.
We have 2 pets.
Oh, it's me already, is it? No, never mind.
What did I get? That's not what I wanted.
That yielded me what I want. Oh, I can't play these unless I want to chomp on myself. Well, that's good.
That's always fun.
Thing is, if I have something that requires to chomp 2 plant production from someone, but if no one has 2 plant production, I can't play it.
Yep. I think the only one that does that is birds.
I'm playing Wingspan Mars Edition,
Yeah.
and they are very predatory. Okay, considering that, I should probably just do that then. So I think that benefits me more. Yeah, sure. my hand. If I get those two, what can I play? Play. Ooh. Changes things. Okay. Guess I'm going there then. Yeah, get some more pets.
Thank you.
Just gonna go for this. Why not? Why don't I? I need more money. Okay. I will say I feel more comfortable with my plans in this game than I did in Wingspan. But that's just, I think, about experience.
What was that?
I'm just saying I feel more comfortable with my plans I lay in this game than when I play Wingspan.
Oh,
You generally have more cards to look at to help you plan ahead than in Wingspan. Unless you're going with a crazy wetlands engine.
I've also, played Terraforming Mars way
That's
more.
true, yeah. There's no substitute for experience.
I mean, the only times I've played Wingspan so far has been with you guys. That's it.
I think you would have felt more confident had you done the tutorial.
I mean, I knew about the game, and I guess Pinstar has been my tutorial because I watched all his episodes. But doing it myself, just... I don't know.
There's the game, but then there's also the interface, and that's why I think the tutorial was really good at.
The interface doesn't really confuse me so much. It's just... I'm just not that comfortable yet in applying my plans in the game.
A lot of it also depends on what I like to call meta knowledge. We're sitting here and we're talking about, has this card showed up yet? Because we're cognizant that this specific card exists in the deck, and whether or not it's shown up, we can alter our plans. By the way, thank you everybody. I think I want to thank everybody for not raising the temperature.
I couldn't even if I wanted to.
Well, I'm sorry. I would have... what are you doing that you deemed it to not be any...
You'll see in a moment.
In hindsight, if I could, I would. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice one.
That would have turned into a dead card with one heat bump.
Oh, I mean, that's the same thing with the Cupola City I just played before, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's gonna get dead in two oxygen rises. Which I was about to almost do myself, to shoot myself in the foot.
Excellent choice.
So shoot yourself in the foot?
Yes. For you, not for me.
I can shoot you in the foot.
Wait.
Wait, if I do that, I can do that. Oh my god, I'm a genius.
No, you don't want to do that. I'm sure you don't want to do that. I'm sure you'd rather leave your plants for me to take, because I need those plants.
They're delicious. Don't you want a salad?
Plenty of fiber.
I just ate some woodland creatures. I needed one more credit to play my Noctis farming and realized I can just take a steal with a forest.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I could also have taken 2, but that would have given Dana, points.
He's got the financial district, which doesn't score. Dang it! Once again, I was one turn away from grabbing that milestone. That was the whole reason I beelined that stupid bacteria.
I was gonna grab Tycoon. I'm at 15
I'm a generalist.
project cards in play.
Well. They were decent cards to play anyway.
Well, at least for the milestones, for the 3 of you, they don't matter. Because you all have one of them.
Yeah. I'd hate to be the guy without a milestone.
It's okay. I wasn't gonna win anyway. I just the only problem with milestones is if one person gets 2 of them.
Yeah, because then it becomes
the
kind
only
of
time it's a
steamrolly.
problem. Maybe I should just start going for awards then.
Yeah, you should fund some awards.
Totally.
Yes, I should go for all the awards I have no chance of getting.
I support that.
I mean, we are all pretty equal on most of the awards right now. Anyone can grab it from anyone else right now. Except for the Benefactor.
Yeah, Benefactor is a head-to-head between just the 2 of us.
Yeah, but at least it's up in the air if either of you gets it right now.
That's true. But I figured I'd get it on the board while it was cheap.
Oh. So fair enough. I didn't even see that you bought it when I started talking about it. I just realized, oh, that's pretty close, and then, oh, you've actually bought it. Okay. Well, that means I should start playing all my terraforming score cards then.
Yeah. Time to break it out.
All my non-existent cards. I mean, next turn I can fart on Mars. And that's not an empty threat. I mean, it is GHG. It is gases, greenhouse gases.
Doesn't anybody want to play another lake?
Oceans are for wimps.
Oceans, I'll play 11.
Ha!
I have 2 cards that I need to have a third ocean.
I'll one-up you and play Oceans 12.
Oh.
Mm.
How could I compete with that?
All I did was take your plan and add me.
Ah.
Since Oceans 11 is basically just about 11 people having specific jobs for something. I actually never watched Oceans 11, but I did watch the DuckTales reboot, who makes a joke on it.
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I enjoy capers.
Oh, have any of you watched the new Chippendale movie?
Yes, I like it. I was a huge Rescue Ranger fans back when I was a kid.
Rescue Rangers are all the Rescue Rangers is on Disney Plus now too.
Oh, I am aware. I tried getting my kids into it in vain, but they're like, nah.
Well, all my non-existent kids are into everything.
My little girl is now getting into My Little Pony again.
Nice.
I never got out of it. I mean, I literally got married because of that show.
I never really got into it. I mean, I've got nothing against it, just never.
No, it's not. It's not for everyone. Admittedly.
Well,
It's a way more adult than you'd think.
At least the 4th gen. The 5th gen is getting a little saccharine for my taste.
Isn't it only the movie that is out right now?
They have a bunch of like shorts for it.
That's Gen 4.5 from what I
No, that's they're doing shorts in the proper Gen 5 now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I like Gen 5. It just felt a little bit too fluff.
Mm-hmm.
I like the premise that the world is divided and no one knows why.
They have so much opportunity to go dark with the storyline, but I don't think they have it in them to do it.
I hope that they will do like... I watched a show once where there was the setup and then they did 2 spin-offs on it. I can't remember what the show was, but there was a dark spin-off and then, the more happy-go-lucky version of it. And they were both canon, but it was basically just a decision that went wrong or didn't.
This is
I want all of these. I want all of these. There's the quantum extractor. But how can I say no to that one? Or that one? Can't I just take all 4?
Okay.
yes. We can just not draft this turn.
They're all good for all of you.
I'm wondering who. So the question's going to be who's it getting passed to?
I'm curious. I've seen like no Jovian tags this game.
That's because I'm taking every Jovian tag I see.
I grabbed one early on because everything else sucked, so I figured I'd take it out of the pool. But after that, I have not seen any Jovians. And it wasn't even a collector. It was like the Callista Penal Colony.
Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of them either. I've seen like 3.
I've seen 1.
Okay.
And I did pick it up. I mean,
who got the quantum extractor?
not me.
Then Pin got it.
No, I don't have a quantum extractor.
The one that
I got the quantum extractor. I did.
You got it. Okay. I had a very hard time passing that one. It just looked so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And that card is just utter useless. I find the greenhouse card pretty useless.
It's okay, but it's overpriced for what it gives you.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like whenever it would actually be viable to play, it doesn't really do enough.
The Eternal Gamble.
Let's get the Lagrange Observatory. Okay, that means that the game just cycles through who you draft to.
I think it goes up in one and then down the other. Like each generation, it goes the other direction.
It didn't though, because I just didn't draft it to I've drafted to Dana too before, and he's in either direction 2 steps away from me.
Dang.
I have that amount of money.
And yeah, we're taking those.
Am I really gonna need that card? No. I'm not gonna be using that card, so I'm not gonna spend money on it.
So you hate drafted, or you just got that as your last pick?
Which one?
The one you're not really going to use.
I picked it because it was the best of the bunch, and I was considering that I might want it, but I realized that I'm actually not gonna get much out of it.
Mm.
It's herbivores.
Yeah, it's kind of a weak sauce card unless you're going crazy forest generation.
Yeah, exactly, and I don't really have much for it.
And I mean, they really should be worth a point apiece instead of half a point.
Yeah. I mean, all I see go when I see that is just, oh dear.
Ha.
Well, the thing about the herbivores, though, you're already getting a point for the greenery.
That's
and
true.
You're getting a point, a terraforming rating for the oxygen most times.
Yeah.
And you're getting a point for being next to your city a good chunk of the time. So so 3.5 is really good for one play. Do you really need a 4?
The thing is, considering what I wanna play, I don't think I would be playing it in the next 2 or so generations, and then it just feels like it would be too expensive for what it does. Compared to, other plays I have. I could play another card that would just hard give me 6 victory points right now, for example. That costs basically the same. Anyway.
Let's see. Can I get these down this turn? No.
Yeah, we are really not Jovian tag heavy at all this game. Either someone is just hoarding them all, waiting for their time, or we just haven't seen them.
I've got one, but it's too expensive for me to play, ever.
Unless you save up for like 7 generations in a row.
Well, I've been playing like 2 cards a generation as it is. I'm just not getting the income.
Damn it.
So,
Last generation I forgot to use an action. Oh well. I suck at gaming.
Was that called Zipline?
Zeppelins.
Oh, Zeppelin.
You know Led Zeppelin?
Yep.
oh, and Pin got the Earth Catapult. Nice.
Yup.
Then I'll get the Jupiter Catapult.
Such a good card.
It's a little late for my taste, but I couldn't turn that down with Point Luna.
Yeah. I mean, it's 2 points anyway, and the 2 discount is phenomenal.
Oh, absolutely.
If there were any ways to make it cheaper, it would be just overpowered.
Absolutely.
Guess I'll just play this, why not? Only gonna cost me 14.
Yeah, we get rid of that.
Do I even need that? Can't play it yet, though. Oh, okay. Well, so I couldn't have played that anyway. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Useless.
That's the card I wanted for a long time. We couldn't get the titanium protection.
Asteroid mining?
Well, any titanium mining to be able to
You can borrow one of mine.
claim my other one.
The Jovian tag.
It'll cost you a kidney.
I've got a spare. I might have 2 spare.
You know what's really ironic? I had a card I could have played.
But you didn't?
I thought I just made the temperature go up, but I did not. So I just misread the card.
Yeah, did he just give you heat?
I misread the temperature because I took my glasses off.
Also, looking at the water tiles just proves the difference between players and AI.
Oh, yeah.
All the water tiles would have been in play like 4 generations ago. Or at least close to it. I did have one where I played on easy where one of the opponents didn't look like they bought anything on turn 1 and just spent all their money on 3 aquaphors the first generation. That's it. Nothing else.
You know, sadly, there are worse plays.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, especially if you're grabbing the like if you're on Tharsis and you're grabbing the premium tiles, the 2 cards, the 2 titanium, 2 things, that's not too bad. One of the strongest openings I've ever had was Mining Company on Tharsis and playing a turn 1 ice asteroid and getting 2 getting all the minerals and then 2 iron production bumps in the first turn.
Yeah.
Then it is actually worth it to spam that out.
I think the weakest thing you could do is buy all 10 cards and then immediately sell them.
Well, yeah, I mean that's just playing to lose. That is, I agree with you on that.
I did one time play a game where we all started with a hardcore beginner corp. That means no production of any kind, and we started with 0 cards in hand and just started with a draft round.
Huh. Well,
The game still ended at Gen 9.
I'm trying to think how that would mix things up, because I mean those starter cards can really help dictate your strategy.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have your focus is less divided because you only have the very few cards you begin with and stuff like that. We did start with the standard beginner corp mega credits and stuff like that, but it makes you hyper focus very much earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Because you kind of have to, because you don't have anything that you are specifically good at, so you want to hyper focus on something that no one else is doing, because you want to just take up points. But that means someone is probably focused on heat, as another is more focused on oxygen and ocean and stuff like that. So it just escalates much faster because people hyper focus.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that's just us. A game I would like to have on PC, by the way, is Twilight Imperium.
Oh God, yeah. I was talking with Winterwolf about that, where like, man, if we could get that game, because I played that game once, like in an early edition when I was a teenager, and me and a bunch of high school buddies were basically playing it all day.
Yeah.
But something like that would probably be better served by all the mechanics being handled by the computer.
Yeah, exactly. I've played it on 2nd, 3rd, and 4th edition. Okay, now I need to know. Okay, do I have anything good to use my robotics on now?
I played a fair bit in 3rd edition, but it is good when you play it with people who play it a lot. But playing with people who don't play very often, it's an awful lot of time commitment for not as good of an experience.
Yeah. Which again, I think that learning curve could be smoothed by an electronic version of that. Because, there would presumably be a tutorial that, or people could practice, on against, themselves or against the computer and just get a sort of a general feel for it. So then when you sat down with live people, they're like, okay, I kind of know what I'm doing here.
I don't really see anything good to use that on.
If you get a chance, play a board game called Eclipse.
Eclipse, okay.
Yep, like Total Eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 90% of the Twilight Imperium experience in about 2.5 hours.
Nice. That's a lot more digestible.
This.
Yeah. So it has the same feel, the same general premise, but it's just a lot more streamlined.
Mm.
I mean, granted, it's not the absolute full experience. There is, there is other thing. Twilight Imperium has more, but it's almost as good and so much faster.
What do you think about Terraforming Mars, the Ares edition?
I have not picked that up yet, nor seen it played yet. So I cannot form an opinion on that.
What about you, Jettstream?
Which one?
Terraforming Mars, Ares edition?
Ares? I haven't tried that, I don't think.
Okay, we have it, and it was our understanding that it was that idea of like terraforming Mars, but a fraction of the time. At least that was my understanding. And so it took way too long. It wasn't enough of a time savings for me to be happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we did basically a prelude version of jump starting Ares edition, and really enjoyed that. Thank you for basing the temperature, whoever did that.
That was me.
Thank you.
I just needed to let it out,
Oxygen. Yes, that was what I appreciate that.
I still just needed to let it out,
Mm-hmm.
Exhale.
I just exhaled from both ends at the same time.
Much like the cows you just played.
Yeah. That reminds me. I remember we played a Terraforming Mars where we only had, I think 4 hours to play on the physical version. So we wanted to speed it up a little bit. So we decided that we drafted one extra prelude, which actually helped a lot. And then, what did we do? We also...
You drafted the preludes?
First of all, we took the normal preludes, and then we shuffled all the rest, and then dealt them out, and then we could take one extra from those.
Ah.
And then instead we just did 5 rounds of drafting 4 cards for the beginning, and then we just got to keep them.
You mean for the whole game?
No, for the start of the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Dana, can you in the drafting for?
It meant that the game only took 2.5 hours to play.
Jettstream, are you? Is it on you? Oh, there it goes.
I just skipped. I was deciding what to use my robotic workforce on.
Oh, okay.
What did you end up using it on?
It looks like Cupola City.
Because it was the best I could get out of it right now, just money.
And the power drop is nothing to you.
I mean, I'm down to only two energy production now. But I'm also almost out of cards that requires energy. Almost.
Did you notice if it gave you an option to use your prelude cards?
It didn't.
Oh, that's good to know.
I only saw my projects with building tags on them. Oh, I think it actually makes sense. Copy a production box of one of your building cards. I don't think a preload card counts as a building card.
Makes sense.
Because it's a prelude.
Still a card.
The tags count, but it apparently doesn't count as a building.
Okay.
Apparently. It technically makes sense because it's, you're copying something that is back on Earth.
Now, don't you want to build a lake?
No. Oh, it's me already.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have actions.
And a lake?
No.
Aw.
It's breeding small things. Maybe I should have bought the card that gave me 2 lake tiles earlier then. I thought we were gonna be done with lakes too fast for it to actually be useful.
I mean, that's some like skewed muscle memory, because like, you see the lake cards and you're like, I'm never gonna play those against the AI. But then here we are sitting, this many generations deep, and the ocean is only 2 units deep.
It required it to be +2 degrees.
Oh yeah, the ice cap melting one.
Well, that only gives you 1. It's the lake thing.
Oh yeah,
Lake Minoris, something like that.
Marineris or something.
Yeah,
The Lake of Marinera.
Yeah. It requires it to be, I think, 0 or 2 degrees. And and I saw it in like round in Gen 1, and it just didn't feel like something we were gonna be using at any point.
It's nice in a situation like where we're at, where we're getting into the late game, temperature's rising, and we don't have many lakes played.
Wait, didn't someone already build the magnetic field dome?
Not me.
Or was it something close to that?
I haven't seen the big one or the little one yet.
I just feel like Dana played something like that.
Magnetic field dome?
Or was it no, that was the other one. Never mind. It was the plant. Sorry.
Oh, the red chemical plant?
Yeah, I was thinking it was the field dome. And I was like, that's weird because I have it right here and I can draft it. Which is why I was confused. Oh yes, let me convert my 0 heat production into money. Sounds like a good idea. Oh. No. Only card that makes sense. I don't know what you guys have gotten so far, but this feels like a very weak round of drafting.
I mean, nothing. I'm not jumping for joy at anything that I've grabbed so far.
I mean, it's not useless, but weak.
I mean, depending on what the other 2 cards look like, this might be a round where I don't buy anything.
And I might buy my first. It was potentially useful in some capacity, and plus I have a decent amount of money. I produce plus 17 mega credits. Again, I wish we had Banker. Oh.
Thank you for
I
whoever gave
don't
that
need
to me.
nuclear power. Go away.
I know, I hate that card. Unless you're absolutely desperate for electricity.
I mean, I was, but then I got Mass Converter. I actually, yeah, I'm pretty content with this game so far because I'm at 10 science tags. If nothing else, that's a win in my book. Okay, give me something good. Give me something good. Give me some good leftovers. By the way, any of you guys play Raft?
Nope.
I don't play Raft. Looks interesting, but
It was just recently fully released.
yeah, I've watched a couple YouTubers play it.
Huh.
I like Havoc, but I don't have time for the games that I have.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's
sadly.
the eternal problem.
I have a group of friends where we play Raft, and we just together slowly and joyfully play through the storyline. When we started as 8 people on a 2x2 raft. That was kind of interesting. And the shark ate the first 2 tiles before we got to do anything. So 8 people on 2x1 square meters. That was interesting. So this week round ended up in being not that weak, because I'm actually buying all the cards.
Yeah, I got a couple of good ones. I'm surprised somebody let one of these make its way to me.
Probably
Space
wasn't
elevator?
me. I only sent forward very weak cards, like cards that give you negatives or are unplayable at this point, which is why I called my drafting weak.
Yeah, but for some people, negative cards are very strong.
Yeah, I know I drafted onwards 2 cards that were just not playable at this junction. Also, I have to remind myself, it's actually still slightly cold on Mars.
Wow.
Right next to the nature preserve, too.
Place for it.
Mutated animals, just like we love it.
Yup.
Though, did that actually screw me over? No, I don't have anything that requires a maximum of anything. Good. I was just a teensy-weensy worried there. So what do I want to play? Can't play you that yet.
Oh, Jesus.
Temperature. Okay, I actually have a lot of cards that just have requirements that are not met yet.
I can't believe they gave me this one.
What? I'm gonna bide my time. Only gonna do one action and then see what you guys do.
Fair enough.
Guess what I'm going to do?
Because I have a lot of things I want to do, but I want to see what you guys do to the planet before I do any of them. Because that might change my play. Okay, I am leading on just pure victory points, but that's about it. That one's gone.
Well, I could play.
Jeebus, where did I get all those resources from? Am I even gonna be using those? No. Okay. Fair enough. Can someone please raise the oxygen by, like, I don't know, 3 levels?
Hey, there's
about
some
five?
oceans.
I gave up waiting and had to plant it myself.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta run for the toilet. But I want you to raise the oxygen level,
Dana's taking care of that for you.
like, 3 times.
Well, give me another action. For 3?
Here, have mine.
Okay.
All right.
Though I think we're gonna hit at least Gen 9, probably Gen 10 before we're done.
Yeah.
Which
seems
I
likely.
don't mind. Wait, what? Did it just get... does that say -8 or -6 degrees?
-8 currently.
Then why can I play a card that requires... Okay, the game is bugged out. It's telling me I can play a card that requires -6.
It
As a
lies.
minimum,
It
but-
lies on someone else's turn. It will be correct on your turn, but not on someone else's.
Oh, I thought it was my turn. Never mind. Maybe it's just using Future Sight, knowing that Pinstar is gonna raise the temperature. Come on. Do a little patoot.
I think you know me pretty well. And there, I fixed the one thing about this map that annoys me, that the two oceans are disconnected. Not anymore.
So you are like reverse Moses.
Yeah.
Just Moses' evil twin brother or something.
Yeah. Although is
Thank
it really
you.
evil if I'm helping out around here?
I mean, that depends on if you actually drown people.
Well, I'm
But-
guessing that since everyone's in domes, that's probably not a problem. I mean, I
am
might have
gonna thank
drowned
you.
some of the mutant animals that wandered off the reserve.
I will thank you for enabling my tundra farming.
You're very welcome.
I was really hoping for that. I could really use Banger right now. Should I go for that too? No, because I might be able to... No. Just gonna do one action. Next. I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I'm playing a game. I really want someone else to do as oh, never mind. I know someone who's gonna do that. I'm not gonna say anything.
Verms.
Semvims. Wait. Oh, right, I have another action for that. So I don't technically have to wait for you guys to do that. Perfect. Never mind then. +4? What would I have gotten? The same. Come on, Pin. Do what I'm predicting that you're gonna do. I know you want to.
Was that what you were thinking of?
Not necessarily. But let's see what the other thing is. Oh, shitting on my trees, eh?
You had the most plants besides myself. I'm an equal opportunity annoyer. I've been targeting whoever. Whenever I stomp on plants, it's whoever has the most.
Okay, your secondary action was what I wanted you to do.
Well, there you go.
Just exhale, you know?
Yep.
So I was gonna, yeah, do that. Wait. Oh wait, I already did that. Never mind. I can't do that anyway. Oh, I might. Might I just be able to anyway? Okay. Just gonna bide my time.
Pinstar, your point value, your ME is amazing.
Thank you.
Terraforming reading, I mean.
It's not, you know, it's just not, you know, the answer we are looking for, though.
Not quite. Give it time. Give it time.
So,
I mean, on the pure scale of victory points right now, even with the terraforming score, Pinstar is only 7 points ahead of me just by that, so that's not too bad.
Well, I've been eating negative victory point cards left and right.
Yeah.
But they're delicious.
They are delicious. They are the junk food of terraforming Mars. Not good for you in the long run, but boy, that sugar rush.
But yeah, I wanted to plant the trees, and I also wanted to release microbes into the air to raise air, but I forgot I already, you know, had them procreate this the generation. Yeah, I really wanted that, but the other card I took was better.
This is a disgusting play of this particular card that is normally seen as kind of weak.
I'm intrigued. Again.
I'm gonna feel stomped on. Oh, Miranda Resort? That's pretty good, yeah. I normally very much like it just for the Jovian tag.
That's true, but I didn't play it for the Jovian tag. I played it because I have 8 Earth tags already.
Yeah, I don't
Wow.
find all that bad.
No. I need it to be hotter. So that will be next generation then. So who do I want to eat microbes from?
Not it.
Not it.
Well, nom 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 nom. My ants are hungry.
Pinstar's the only one that has them.
Yeah. I have them too.
Every time I pass up protected habitats, somebody gets ants or predators.
Yeah, I desperately wanted to take that protected habitats, but I had that choice of that or livestock.
So do you either want to protect something you don't have or have something?
Right.
I mean, I guess your livestock is protected if you, from being eaten if you don't have any, technically speaking.
That's true.
Do that. I mean, sure. Why not play a soil factory for 1 mega credit? And then at least be able to, you know, plant a forest next round.
I think you're the last one who hasn't passed yet.
Oh, I just need to check if I have more actions I can do. No, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna be the one holding up the game. My brain is getting a little bit tired, though.
Well, we're closing in.
Yeah, I mean,
This
we are
could
gonna
the last
be
iteration.
done at about the time I was expecting us to be done, so not too bad. I was expecting us to be done no later than 5 a.m.
Yeah, 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah. Though we could probably actually finish the game this round if we wanted to.
Potentially, depending on what cards people drew.
Ooh. This might change a lot of things. No matter if I'm gonna take it or not, gonna take that. That could skewer the entire game in one way or another.
Mm.
Oh yes, let's get a Mars University at this point.
Might be good.
I mean, it is a science tag.
I'd rather have the Olympia conference, but hey.
No, you're not getting that. I played that like turn 1.
I did actually think when I said I was gonna go for science that I would just, no matter what, not go for a win, just go for science tags. Oh, that's a sad dead card.
Yeah. There was a couple of dead cards floating through the draft pool.
Yeah, but Collins Training Camp, that's a sad dead card.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
It wouldn't have been dead to me if I have kept all the cards where I could, you know, skewer the needs. Because I had like...
I think, even with the temporary one plus the permanent one, I don't think you could drop the...
I think you can...
There's only two. Yeah, there's one temporary, one permanent, and one corporate. You would have to have.
Yeah.
You would have to be Inventrix with the permanent and the temporary to play it at this
I
point.
want to buy that. So considering this might be the last round. Not saying it is, but I have to play it as if it is.
Sure.
I do have a lot of that. I have to remember I can discount a lot of my stuff. I mean, we do still need four lakes.
That's true.
Maybe this is not gonna be the last gen. Oh well. Still gonna play as if it is. Okay, how cheap can we make you? That's darn cheap. Playing the Ganymede colony for 1 mega credit.
Nice.
Wow.
And some medals, but still.
I've got some good discounts on those. I take 6 points off of any space tag, but I guess I'm going to get some use out of it this round. It does not help me much so far.
Yeah, I might as well. I should just do that now. That's gonna benefit me the most. I'm just right now just focusing on points. That's all I want to do now. Nothing else matters.
So, question for you. I have a plant tag that is on the top half of the board. It's beside a ocean and another ocean. Is that an ocean spot that's right beside me without the two plants?
It's so the hexes that have a blue outline.
I just can't see.
Oh,
I know, I just can't see.
Okay, on the top row, it's all the ones except the rightmost one.
Right.
Then below the one that has steel production, on the top row, those two directly below that is water. And then between just down and to the right of the right one for that is also water. That's the ones.
Okay.
If that made sense.
Okay. This one. It does. Now, my question is.
Far away from Mars can I actually tilt the view? Oh, I still have to look at Mars. Go away, Mars.
Most. Well, I don't think it's worth playing that card. So, I'm going to do this first. Just so I don't lose my chance. And then...
By the way, talking about Twilight Imperium, I know there's a version of it for Tabletop Simulator.
That's got to be a nightmare to play. Cause...
It is. I've seen people play it. And it takes longer to play.
Yeah, because you got to fiddle around
one.
with all the physics pieces and
And there will always be this one person who can't handle their mouse, and they just tip the board every 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. So you have to reload the game. I did see a couple of friends. They play Twilight Imperium so often that they always pick the same race, each of them. And a game for them takes about 2 hours.
I mean, once you know the game, you know it. But yeah, I'm with you.
They literally just ignore each other and play their own little game, and they don't do any of the intrigue, no deals, nothing. They just hyper-focus. And like, how is that fun?
My question is, okay, 56, so 9, 10, 11... Okay. Oh, I hate to do it.
I hear huffing of disapproval.
No, I was thinking about my cards. But I do know people who have only played to ever screw other people. And so they would clearly not interact because it might help somebody else.
Yeah. Like people refusing a deal that would benefit both sides, and like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because it benefits you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, but it must also benefit you more. I don't care.
Yep.
And then if you start doing the same to them, then they're just gonna get angry at you because why are you doing that? That's not fair play. I mean, if having standards is good, then having double standards must be double good, right?
Mm.
But no.
Oh, there we go.
Well, someone wants to end the game.
Big finisher. That'll do it.
I still can't see the oceans. Where are they?
Oh.
I finished them.
Many oceans. Now handle it.
I guess I made the right choice to play for this being the last generation then. Well, I'm out of the loop.
Okay.
All right. Well, that makes my decisions a bit easier.
Glad to help.
I mean, I'm just glad I
Steal
wasn't.
my plant?
I'm just glad I wasn't going for stuff like that. Anyway.
Who stole my plants?
Someone who you can punish after the game is over.
Dana.
I know nothing.
I mean, what about that leaf hanging out of your mouth? And stuck in your teeth.
Oh,
You're
You
caught,
said rock garden.
I guess you are caught green leaf.
where did you take my plants?
You just
Giant
did.
ice asteroid went smush.
And how many did you take?
I think that's a 6 for.
Ugh.
Okay, how can I get to play all these cards this game? Wait,
Go to standard project, sell patent.
that's stupid.
That is one way to technically play. Have all the cards in your hand be played.
Not the best play in the world, but I guess I'll have to just live with it. Okay, now I have to do some calculations. Can I play all these if I do it right? I need 17 for those two. Which means, can I get the price tag down to... Oh, I can just play all my cards in my hand this round.
Mm.
Have some more pets.
Thank you.
I mean, it gave you half a point, it gave me 3. That ought to be worth it.
There you go.
And that's all my energy.
You actually spent it all, you madman.
I mean, I started the game with 4 cities on my hand.
Yeah. It's too bad you weren't Tharsis.
Yeah. Or had pets, something.
Yeah.
At least,
Or Immigrant City.
I mean, at least I could import pets. So I have that much. Actually, I will have money in excess. Huh.
Okay.
Oh, I think I made a mistake. Oh well, we'll see if it was a mistake. Let's see.
I get. If I.
Okay, maybe I didn't. Oh, it's victory points.
Yeah.
I literally have no tiles next to water.
And I've been developing the coast this whole time.
Yeah. I just never had, a good reason to go for it. What award was the last one I bought? Okay, I should get second place in that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get second place in that award. The Industrialist. think so. Am I? No, never mind. I'm not. Well, as they say, you can't win them all.
I like to try.
Yeah.
Could I do that though? Oh, a national park. La-di-da.
At this point, I'm just saying I really hope that I'm not in last place, but I think it's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Well, you have beat me like the last 2 or 3 times that we've played multiplayer.
I'm just really struggling not to go in last place. But at least I can get one more oxygen down. Which also means I can get this down. Who can I stomp on for that, actually? Before I choose what to do, who can I stomp on the hardest?
That doesn't seem very nice.
When in doubt, stop Pinstar.
The thing is, the stomp will only actually benefit me on one person.
Is it me?
You will all know when it happens.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And it was gonna be... yeah. Even the game suggests this.
I am morbidly curious.
Don't let it kill you.
Oh. Yeah, that's... Oh, that's why you
game's-
couldn't.
Yeah, the only stomp that made sense because it's the only one I can deny a forest.
Ah, Angela.
What do you mean, Angela?
He took 2 of your plant production.
Now I took 2 of yours, Dana.
Oh, of mine?
I
Yes.
was gonna say he didn't take mine.
The thing is, she can only get to 6 plants with the production she has right now. That's not a forest. You could get to 8.
Ah, okay.
And Pinstar already has a forest, and I couldn't eat his already plants.
Yeah. Well, so much for getting out of last place.
I mean, it was my only choice that made any kind of sense. Just don't kill me for it.
Yeah, with my $1. Oh, I've got 3 now. Someone must have played a city.
I did that like last round.
Fear me.
Question is, will my last card actually benefit me?
Do we actually produce goods?
Yes, we do, and then you can, but you only get a chance to spend your plants at the end.
Okay.
No. That's unfortunate. I need another round, please. No one breathe. No one breathe.
Sorry.
I just realized a card that I'm playing isn't really gonna benefit me. Which is annoying.
Okay. I have
Yeah.
$17.
Even chomping on your plants wouldn't have made any difference for that pen.
Yep.
So I could play grass, but it wouldn't actually yield me any benefit. because it's +3 plants and 1 production. That would not be enough to get another forest. Anyway. So is there anything else I can do to actually gain points? No, I can't do that. I can make a power plant. Yay!
Blue, red.
So I will officially have only played one Jovian tag this game.
The collector.
Yeah, the IO Mining Company, which gave me 2 titanium production, which Jetstar immediately stole half of, and gave me 2 income, which offset the -2 I had to take with my starting cards.
I didn't take it. I borrowed it indefinitely.
You're going to give it back then.
At the end of the game, of course.
What is it you don't understand about indefinitely? I'll pay you back when, you know, I have an income of some... You can have it now. You want it now? You can have it back now.
Yeah, give it to me. Come on.
Okay. You'll get it at the end of this generation, okay?
It's a very reasonable interest rate.
I'll give you 4, actually.
18, 19, 20.
But only at the end of this generation you can have all 4. You can even have the production. That's only fair, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we are fair business people.
Yeah, this game has not gone well for me. It was Generation 5 before I got anything going. But sometimes that's how your cards fall.
Yep.
The thing that saddens me the most right now is that I misplaced a forest earlier that cost me an extra forest at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I need 8, so I need 16. 8 and 8.
Gonna end at 14. Technically speaking, I could get to 15 plants. But still not enough.
So...
No, I know where I'm gonna plant. No. Oh, I didn't know you could actually zoom in on the planet.
Adjacent to
Oh, you can zoom way in.
Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty nice looking.
oceans. Okay.
I will say the people I'm the most jealous at in the entire world are artists. People who are good at drawing. I wish I was. I love drawing, but I suck at it.
They say it's a matter of practice more than anything.
Yeah.
I spent maybe 4 or 5 years trying to get better at drawing, and it got nowhere. I tried drawing every day, and it just felt like it got worse. But I think it's because I have slightly shaky hands from my diabetes and my bronchitis, so I can't hold the pencils that still when I'm, straining. So that might be part of the issue. I do okay digital art.
Or like pour painting, where you don't have to have fine motor control.
Pixel art, I'm pretty good at. When I draw it pixel for pixel. Okay, Pinstar, do your deed. I was literally thinking that someone should end the game on a fart.
Yeah, and there you go. Although I wouldn't call that gas inert.
Well, it's just wishful thinking. What I am gonna end the game with is nomming some decomposers. Nom 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 nom. Give me some decomposers. Make my ants worth 1 point.
I mean, that kind of makes sense because like there are certain ant colonies that like actually farm up fungus. So
No.
it makes sense thematically.
I'm gonna do another last action. Search for life.
You already have life.
I know, but I can't do anything else for the rest of the game.
Oh, okay.
I didn't find life. There's no life on Mars. Sorry, guys.
I thought you found some at the beginning of the game.
He did.
Yeah, but now it's not there anymore.
You still got that.
I took it home and studied it.
Yeah.
Did you actually eat your specimen again?
Well, it was symbiotic fungus, so you know. Woo!
I mean, it looked like Nutella, okay? I couldn't help myself.
I put it on a pizza with pepperoni.
Wait, you put Nutella on a pepperoni pizza?
No, it's the
Yeah.
mushrooms. Wait, who's putting
Yeah,
Nutella?
Nutella, mushroom, and pepperoni.
I do hope you also add some pineapple.
Why?
You already have one sweet element. I contend that it is fine to put a sweet element on the pizza, but a sweet element.
I apparently have a more unpopular opinion favorite on pizza than pineapple. Banana.
I'll call it unpopular, but I'm not gonna give you flack for it.
I just remember once I had something called an African Middle Eastern pizza kind of thing. It was chicken, banana, and curry powder,
Okay.
and it was freaking delicious. And I've never found a pizzeria ever since that makes the pizza.
So I ran a pizzeria for a little over a year, and the strangest request that I got, someone ordered 3 large pizzas with anchovies, jalapenos, and pineapple.
You know what? I would try that.
Dana.
I mean, if you triple up on the negatives, it might get a positive. I don't know.
No.
Well,
Because think about it. Anchovies are your salty, savory. Pineapples your sweet, and jalapenos are your heat. It is flavor profile wise a balanced pizza.
I mean, technically speaking, you actually have from the pineapple, you have both sweet and sour.
True, but I
So-
mean that sour
So that
plus
just
heat.
adds a flavor. It adds a flavor profile.
Exactly. Because
Now-
Dana worked in a college town.
Yeah. Now I should mention, this was in a college town, and this was ordered during rush week.
Oh, ha!
What did you say? You said pineapples, anchovies, and what?
Jalapeno.
I mean, jalapeno technically has a bitter aftertaste, so you have all the 5 flavors.
What about umami?
Umami actually comes from the.
That would be
anchovies.
the anchovies.
Anchovies are stock full of umami.
Yep. I mean, fish
Usually
sauce
salt overwhelms
is
it.
like huge in Asian cuisine because it is just like liquid umami.
Yeah. Most fish sauces are umami. It's just pure umami. That special flavor it adds to things is umami. The one you can't really describe, but it just makes everything better. So I guess if you just look at the pure flavor profile, it's completely well-rounded. It's done, as you call it.
Yeah, the only thing I wouldn't be sure of is like the texture, but that depends on how the anchovies are prepared.
It also depends if they are pickled or fresh.
That's true.
Because if they're fresh, you don't get the salt as much.
Pickled.
Yeah,
Pickled.
definitely pickled.
Yeah, that adds a little note of sour to add with the pineapple. It adds salt and it adds umami.
Jettstream, are you able to place?
Yeah, I think you have.
Yes. It just wouldn't let me. I was clicking and clicking and clicking and nothing happened, and then it just suddenly
What?
happened.
Where did you place?
Between two of my cities.
Okay, what I meant was,
Oh, a forest.
where did you place?
Between my southeastern two cities, so I got 2 points out of it. 3 points, actually.
Did you place near water?
No,
Okay.
I couldn't.
Yeah, you
I
have to
literally couldn't.
You have to have something adjacent to the.
I'm trying to figure out if I should place near water.
I'll try and farm up second place for the.
Yeah.
Oh, you already have second place.
So,
And Dana doesn't have enough to actually take it away from you. So,
Well, she's got 4 anyway.
yeah.
over
So
I
I would have to
achieved
place
it,
3.
an achievement. Something champion, but I don't know what that said.
So behind.
So I was only 5 points out of third.
That's not bad.
Hey, well,
It's not good.
Right.
Oh, I actually got second?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. You and Pin were racing for it the last half of the game.
Yeah, you had a ton of victory points.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I really had to go for.
And you had lots of terraforming rating, and you had a bunch of cities, but other than that,
Yeah.
I was very far behind on terraforming rating most of the game.
That is true.
And we did, Dana, you and I ended with the same terraform rating.
That's true.
after I put 7 in the last generation,
I mean, I Jovian tagged myself with +5.
yeah. You guys were worried about keeping Jovians away from me. That was the one Jovian tag I played that game.
Yes, because I wasn't so much worried. I just decided, okay, I'm just gonna science and Jovian because I was being, fueled those.
The only Jovians I got were that early one, the Callisto, which I did hate draft, but the second one was the Resort, which I wanted to play for myself.
I half and half hate drafted the one that gives you terraform rating to all your Jovian tags. But I'm like, now I have it, I might as well try and get cards for it.
I started with 2 that in my hand. I started with the one that gives you 1 for every Jovian tag and lets you place oceans.
Yeah?
Oh, you had
But-
2 collectors.
Yeah, but that was all I had was the 2 collectors, and I couldn't get another Jovian tag, so I didn't even bother playing the second one because it was like, well, what am I going to do with it?
Okay,
I'm
I
too
just,
good to make
for
good
fun,
use.
started up a new single-player game. Just wanted to see what my start would be, and I start with Saturn Systems and 2 Jovian tag preludes.